Hey, I'm live. Hey, what's happening, people? So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, I am going to be reading Proverbs chapter 6 from the message version of the Bible. I hope all is well. This is the day that the Most High has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so, I'm going to go ahead and get started. and then, so if you have your Bible, you can read along from any version that you have. And again, I'm going to be reading through the message version of the Bible. And I really, really hope that the sound is so much clearer in this because for the past couple of days, it sounds like my sound has been a little shoddy, y'all. So my apologies for those little inconveniences. And willing is better today. So Proverbs 6. Verse 1, dear friend, if you've gone into hawk with your neighbor or locked yourself into a deal with a stranger, if you've impulsively promised the shirt off your back and now find yourself shivering out in the cold, friend, don't waste a minute. Get yourself out of that mess. You're in that man's clutches. Go put on a long face, act desperate. Don't procrastinate. There's no time to lose. Run like a deer from the hunter. Fly like a bird from the trapper. Verse 6, you lazy fool, look at an ant. Watch it closely. Let it teach you a thing or two. Nobody has to tell it what to do. All summer it stores up food. At harvest, it stockpiles provisions. So how long are you going to laze around doing nothing? How long before you get out of bed? A nap here, a nap there, a day off here, a day off there. Sit back, take it easy. Do you know what comes next? Just this. You can look forward to a dirt poor life. Poverty, your permanent house guest. Verse 12, swindlers and scoundrels talk out both sides of their mouths. They wink at each other. They shuffle their feet. They cross their fingers behind their backs. Their perverse minds are always cooking up something nasty, always stirring up trouble. Catastrophe is just around the corner for them. A total wreck, their lives ruined beyond repair. Verse 16, here are 6 things Yah hates, and one more that he loathes with a passion. Eyes that are arrogant, a tongue that lies, hands that murder the innocent, a heart that hatches evil plots, feet that race down a wicked track, a mouth that lies under oath, a troublemaker in the family. Good friend, follow your father's good advice. Don't wander off from your mother's teaching. Wrap yourself in them from head to foot. Wear them like a scarf around your neck. Wherever you walk, they'll guide you. Whenever you rest, they'll guard you. When you wake up, they'll tell you what's next. For sound advice is a beacon. Good teaching is a light. Moral discipline is a life path. They'll protect you from the promiscuous women, from the seductive talk of some temptress. Don't lustfully fantasize on her beauty, nor be taken in by her bedroom eyes. You can buy an hour with a prostitute for a loaf of bread, but a promiscuous woman may well eat you alive. Can you build a fire in your lap and not burn your pants? Can you walk barefoot on hot coals and not get blisters? It's the same when you have sex with your neighbor's wife. Touch her and you'll pay for it. No excuses. Hunger is no excuse for a thief to steal. When he's caught, he has to pay it back, even if he has to put his whole house in hawk. Adultery is a brainless act. soul destroying, self destructive. Expect a bloody nose, a black eye, a reputation ruined for good, for jealousy detonates rage in a cheated husband. Wild for revenge, he won't make allowances. Nothing you say or pay will make it all right. Neither bribes nor reason will satisfy him. Mm. All right, that concludes the reading of Proverbs chapter 6, and that was verses 1 through 35. So good, so good. So it was a couple of verses in here that are some good teaching points to teach with wisdom to our children. So just in the beginning, from Proverbs 1 through 5, it gave some warnings about putting up security or taking out a debt for somebody else's loans. For example, when you go to college and you have to financially pay, and you may not have the credit to get the loan, and so you may need someone to co-sign. This basically saying it's not wise to take on that type of debt. So really think before you get put in those kind of situations. Now you know the wisdom is to not become responsible for that type of debt or putting up a co-signing for anything, such as a vehicle for other people's debts, right? So the second thing I want to say is that work ethic, right? Um, Proverbs 6 to 11, when it was saying the 6 good things, 7, right? Wise. Go when he was talking, said, "Go to the ant, you sluggard." So basically, how we can apply this to our children is to we can use chores, schoolwork, or small jobs just to teach them the value of work while they're young. So they've been and had much practice and experience in their young ages to do so. So it just really reflect like how are you encouraging your child to develop diligence and really avoid idleness, right? On a day-to-day basis every season, just to have a good work ethic. Another thing in verses 12 to 15, it gave a description of a person that was wicked or worthless, right? And I just wanted to point out that dishonesty and scheming leads to destruction. So we really have to teach our children to be honest and take ownership of their actions. And it's a hard thing to do. You know, we have to lead by example, right? And so you have to reflect, like, do your children see you walking in integrity? And the next thing is verses 16 through 19 is just speaks on 7 things that Yah hates. And just really teaching our children about how Yah hates pride, lies, and really division. And we really have to pray and go to war really about that spirit of division, right? As a people in our nation, really not having a good direction to deal with conflict within the families, the communities, politics, and all of that. But really, we can apply this in our household with our children, just to really understand the values that Yah has for us and what Yah loves and what he hates. And, you know, Proverbs 6 really makes that clear. So, so those are just a couple of verses that I had just wanted to point out. Again, I'm going to give you a couple of practical tips for parenting using the Proverbs, right? So regularly, you want to read the Proverbs with your children together as a family. You want to use real life lessons to reinforce these lessons. And you could pick out a few key verses so you can memorize them. And then you could use stories and role play to talk about decisions that people make and really point out what's wise decisions and what's foolish decisions. And so, with that, good people, um, definitely share, like, and subscribe. And I leave you in peace as I came to you in peace with that ancient Hebrew word for peace. Shalom, shalom.